Hey everyone, welcome back to CareWise, where we talk about everything that affects your Medicare, Social Security, and retirement benefits. Before we jump into today's big topic, take a second and drop your name and the state you're watching from down in the comments. I want to see how many of you are planning smart this year, and who's actually keeping an eye on the real changes coming in 2026. Because let me tell you, what's happening right now in the world of Medicare Advantage is no small update. We're looking at major shakeups, plan exits, new rules from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, CMS, and a surprising mix of winners and losers. And by the end of this video, you'll know which Medicare Advantage companies are actually improving for 2026, and which ones might give you some serious headaches if you don't look closely during the open enrollment period. Now, as always, we're sticking to verified facts, official CMS data, enrollment trends, and financial reports, not rumors. So grab your notebook or just listen closely, because we're going to move from the least favorable options all the way to the most trusted plans for 2026. Alright, let's start from the bottom, number 10. At the lower end of our ranking this year are the smaller regional Medicare Advantage providers that have struggled to maintain their networks. These are companies that popped up in just a few states, often promising low premiums or local care advantage, but many of them have run into the same wall, limited doctor networks and rising costs. Over the past year, CMS reports showed multiple regional PPOs losing star ratings, with many dropping from 3.5 to 3.0 stars. That's below the national average, and when that happens, it usually means members are experiencing more denials, delays, or billing confusion. These plans aren't necessarily scams, but if you're enrolled in one, it's a good idea to review your options, because 2026 might bring another wave of consolidation or even plan terminations. Coming in at number 9, we have Cigna's Medicare Advantage segment. Now, Cigna is a respected name in health insurance overall, but their Medicare Advantage division has faced a few issues recently. Their 2025 star ratings dipped slightly, and their enrollment has remained flat compared to rivals. While their customer service scores are improving, their benefit options haven't kept pace with competitors who are aggressively adding dental, vision, and over-the-counter benefits. To Cigna's credit, they're investing in digital tools and care coordination, but it's clear they're still playing catch-up in this competitive market. In 2026, Cigna is expected to streamline its plans, fewer options, more focus, but for now, they're ranked lower because of limited growth and mixed satisfaction reports. At number 8 is Anthem, also known as Elevance Health. Anthem's presence in Medicare Advantage is large, but not always consistent. Some states love their plans, especially in the Midwest, while others report frequent provider turnover and confusing formularies. The good news? Anthem has made some big investments in technology and telehealth, which could boost their future star ratings. But the challenge in 2026 is balancing those innovations with affordability. Anthem's premiums have been inching upward in several states, and even though their care quality is generally solid, members have reported frustration with prior authorization processes. That's why Anthem sits in the lower middle section this year, stable, but not standout. Now, moving up to number 7, let's talk about Aetna, which is owned by CVS Health. Aetna has made a lot of noise in recent years by expanding aggressively and offering $0 premium plans with great drug coverage. However, 2025 data revealed a mixed bag. Some plans hit high marks, others slipped below 4 stars. Their overall national average sits comfortably around 4.0, but the reason Aetna isn't higher is because of their variability. In some states, Aetna is an excellent choice, in others, benefits are slimmer, and provider access is tighter. The 2026 outlook for Aetna is cautiously positive. They're focusing on simplifying member communication and expanding chronic care support. If they pull that off, they could climb higher in 2027. Coming in at number 6, WellCare, part of Centene Corporation. WellCare has had a roller coaster ride since 2023. After several years of benefit expansions, CMS cracked down on over-marketing practices across the industry, and WellCare had to tighten compliance. That slowed their momentum. However, their 2026 lineup includes more balanced options with improved dental and hearing coverage. The biggest issue still remains member satisfaction. In some surveys, WellCare scored lower on call center responsiveness and billing clarity. But they've made progress. Their star ratings improved modestly this year, and Centene is investing heavily to make WellCare more competitive. For cost-conscious enrollees, WellCare can still be a good pick, but it's best suited for people who prioritize low premiums over premium service. At number 5, we have Blue Cross Blue Shield, BCBS, plans, and this is where things get interesting. BCBS isn't a single company, it's a federation of state-level organizations. Some, like Highmark in Pennsylvania or Regents in Oregon, perform extremely well with 4.5-star plans. Others, unfortunately, lag behind. For 2026, BCBS overall remains a powerhouse, especially in states with strong local management. Members benefit from broad doctor networks and a trusted brand reputation. However, the inconsistency across regions keeps BCBS in the middle of our list. If you're in a state with a high-rated BCBS affiliate, you're probably in great hands. Just make sure you check your local star rating before renewing. Now, as we move into the top 4, this is where we start to see the big national players that are performing consistently well, or improving fast despite challenges. Number 4, UnitedHealthcare, UHC. Now this might surprise you, UHC is the largest Medicare Advantage provider in the country, with over 8 million members. But in 2026, they're making headlines for a very different reason: plan exits and network adjustments. UnitedHealthcare has announced that they'll be pulling out of certain rural markets and consolidating overlapping plans to streamline operations. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It can actually help improve overall service quality. But for members in affected areas, it means some disruption. On the upside, their national star ratings remain strong, averaging above 4.2 stars, and their supplemental benefits continue to lead the industry. So why number 4? Because despite their size and reliability, those localized plan exits create uncertainty. Still, for most people in stable markets, UHC remains a very strong option for 2026. Coming in at number 3, Humana. If there's one company that has mastered consistency, it's Humana. For several years in a row, Humana's Medicare Advantage plans have scored well above average in CMS ratings, and their member satisfaction is among the highest. Their focus on preventative care, wellness incentives, and dental/vision coverage has made them a favorite among retirees who want steady value. What's impressive for 2026 is that Humana's trimming excess plans, fewer choices, better quality, and expanding chronic condition programs. Even though premiums have risen slightly, the trade-off is worth it for stability. Humana's model isn't flashy, it's reliable, and in Medicare Advantage, that matters more than marketing. At number 2, Kaiser Permanente. Year after year, Kaiser leads the industry in CMS star ratings, often earning perfect 5-star scores in several regions. Their integrated care model, where the insurance, hospitals, and doctors all operate together, gives them unmatched control over quality and coordination. In 2026, Kaiser continues to dominate in California, Washington, and a few other key markets. Their members report fewer claim issues, better preventive care, and higher overall satisfaction. The only downside? Limited availability. Kaiser operates in only a handful of states. So while their quality is exceptional, accessibility limits their national reach. That's why they sit at number 2 instead of number 1. And finally, number 1, the most well-rounded Medicare Advantage option going into 2026, belongs to the emerging hybrid carriers and credit union-affiliated plans that are blending personalized service with strong CMS performance. These include smaller but fast-rising players like Devoted Health, Scan, and Medical Mutual. They've built a reputation for member-first designs, transparent communication, and rapid response times. Devoted Health, for example, earned multiple 5-star ratings in 2025 and is expanding carefully rather than aggressively. These types of plans are proof that in 2026, size doesn't always mean strength, service and satisfaction do. So there you have it, a full, fact-based look from the bottom to the top of the Medicare Advantage landscape for 2026. If you've made it this far, I want to hear from you. Drop your name and state in the comments and tell me, which company do you trust most, and what's your experience been like with your current plan? I read every comment because it helps us see what real people are facing, not just what the reports say. And if you're finding this breakdown helpful so far, you already know what to do. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to CareWise, because we bring you these Medicare updates every week, breaking down the facts so you can make smarter choices for your benefits, coverage, and peace of mind. Alright, that's it for today. Stay smart, stay covered, and I'll see you in the next one.